Hello guys, in this video I want to compare two most popular AI coding tools with two tasks from Laravel project. So I will compare Cursor versus Claude Code, which is getting more popular, and I will try to give the same tasks and compare head to head. In both cases I will use the same LLM model, Sonnet 4, and we'll see which is better. Also along the way I will show you the price, the cost of each prompt. So I will show you my Cursor dashboard and a specific tool for Claude Code to make sense of how many tokens you use and how much it would cost. So one of the tasks will be to fix a 500 error bug, and another task will be to generate automated tests with PEST for Laravel CRUD. And if you haven't even tried Cursor or Claude Code or both, I have special courses for beginners. So here's a crash course for Cursor for Laravel projects. And also, I'm in the final stages of the same course for Claude Code. So by the time this video is published, I will also publish the course on Claude Code, and I will link both in the description below if you want to start with those tools from scratch. But now, let's see the head-to-head comparison. So the first task I will test Claude Code and Cursor on is creating automated tests. This is one of my favorite usage of AI anyway, since the very beginning, even before Cursor. So in this case, I have a very simple CRUD of creating and editing tags, just one column, and a very simple controller with create, store, edit using form requests, and there's no test suite for this specific controller. So let's ask Cursor and later Claude Code to generate the test for us, and here's the prompt. Write automated test. I specified PEST specifically, and as a context I provide necessary files. This is a generally good practice to avoid the situation of AI trying to search for different files and folders and taking unnecessary time and AI tokens. So let's run it with Cursor and see what it would return. So it's reading form request classes, trying to understand the validation rules, then examining the existing tests which come from default Laravel Breeze, and now it generates the tag controller test with PEST, as I see the syntax of describe and it. This is PEST syntax, not PHP unit, and seems to be good. Okay, it is done with 300 lines of code, and yeah, it will run PHP artisan test itself with 28 passed tests, and it seems to be done with that in roughly 1 minute. But actually it's also running all test suite, and yeah, seem to be good. It also spends some time to prepare the summary to provide the results in a human-friendly way, which I usually skip to read. I always go directly to the code and test it manually, but sometimes it's worth reading that summary. So yeah, this is the result with Cursor. Pretty good. And by the way, here I'm using the same model Claude for Sonnet, which I will use the same in Claude Code in a minute. For now, let's take a look at that test file. So before each creating the user, then it has separate tests grouped in describe groups. On the first glance, everything is good. Also testing the pagination. So this is the thing, I didn't specify what test methods should there be. So it comes up with scenarios like paginates tags, like empty state, and others. Pretty good job in a few minutes. Now let's reject those changes and let's run the same thing with Claude Code inside of the same Cursor. So I open the terminal and start Claude, specifically with dangerously skip permissions. Don't repeat it my way, but for the sake of this test, both in Cursor I enabled so-called YOLO mode, so it wouldn't ask for my permission to run commands or change files. This specific scenario is pretty safe, but probably you should not do it the same way with your AI operations. So let's run the same thing in Claude Code, and this is our prompt, the same prompt with the same files in the context. Let's see what it does. So this is the first kind of overview of the context, then the to-do list, which Cursor didn't do, but it basically did the same thing. Check existing form request classes, check existing PEST tests, and then generate the actual tests. Also on the to-do list they have test authentication and authorization. I didn't notice whether Cursor did that specifically, and yeah, it seems to be done. in roughly a minute. But the difference, and the same I noticed in my previous test, so I've run the same thing twice on both Cursor and Claude Code before this video, and I'll talk about those experiments in a minute. But what I've noticed, and the same thing happened third time, Claude Code doesn't automatically run PHP Artisan test to actually test if those tests work. I had to specifically tell it, reprompt, run tests, and fix errors if any. So I will do exactly that now, and let's see if those tests are actually accurate. So yeah, PHP Artisan test with specifically that file, and yeah, all tests passed, and that's it. And also another difference, even if I reprompted that, it didn't run the full test suite. Cursor did that automatically. It has executed that specific test file, the new one generated, and also has rerun the full PHP Artisan test to make sure other tests haven't been broken. Now let's take a look at that actual test file, what has been generated before each, and this acting as. This is probably a better thing to add in the before each. And then we have describe it, and this looks pretty similar, except for I didn't remember if the cursor did that requires authentication. But if we go through those tests, it sounds and looks similar to what cursor did. Maybe the methods in the tests are a bit different. I didn't compare it head to head, but from the criteria, has it done the job? Both cursor and Claude Code succeeded. With speed, also pretty similar, a few minutes, so it didn't need to fix itself or refactor itself as it sometimes does with LLMs, because if, for example, LLM notices some linter errors or something is missing, then it goes into refactoring mode. Sometimes it's a rabbit hole, which takes time, and also AI credits tokens. In this case, all good. With user experience or ease of use, Claude Code needed additional command from me to actually run the test that it has generated. This is kind of a downside, but it can be debatable. Maybe Cursor did that automatically, which it shouldn't do, and it should ask me for it, because automatically running some PHP Artisan commands may be dangerous. On the other hand, I did enable so-called YOLO mode to not ask my permission. So yeah, I wouldn't count that as really big minus on Claude Code's side. But now I need to mention my previous attempts and tests for the same task before shooting this video, because the results were quite different. I haven't actually captured that on video because it was just kind of for internal pre-testing, but this is the thing with AI. I remember even at Laravel Live UK conference, a few people, a few presenters, speakers demonstrated the AI in live mode, and they both said that in their attempts before that talk, it was like 50 or 80% successful. And on stage, also the success was kind of hit and miss. So even when running with the same prompt and the same context, the result may be different. With the same tool, the same LLM model, you cannot fully trust it even if you provide the full context and pretty large prompt. So what happened in my case, I will show Cursor logs for one of the attempts. So I made 2 attempts for each of them, for each Cursor and Claude Code. And on the second attempt of generating the tests, Cursor discovered that the tests are failing because down below, apparently it has written code in PHP unit syntax, not in pest syntax. As I asked, I deliberately provided pest as part of the prompt. So to fix that part, and also there were a few linter errors along the way, the automatic tool for code styling basically, it took 3 more minutes, and it did succeed, complete test coverage, but as a result, and here's the code was still in PHP unit. It wasn't pest code. So as you can see, there's no it or describe or before each. It's a class-based approach, which does work, but it wasn't exactly what I asked for. And then I realized that Cursor did the same in its first attempt, which was quicker without any refactoring. So the same prompt, the same everything. First time it was this code. PHP Artisan test did work, but again, it was not pest code. And here's where we need to talk about the cost of that. It doesn't necessarily cost you money directly because it depends on the plan of your AI provider. But for this case, for Cursor, I already expanded and reached my monthly $20 plan, so I'm paying directly for the API usage for Claude 4 Sonnet. And let me zoom that in. Those two tests, the first, the easy one, costed me 22 cents, but then the second one, again with the same prompt and same everything, but it discovered it was not passed, trying to fix itself, and then it costed me 79 cents for basically the same result that was not what I wanted. And by the way, the third test during this video that you saw a few minutes ago cost 26 cents. This is what you pay with Cursor after you reach the limit of your $20 plan. And this is what it would cost you roughly if you work with Anthropic directly via API usage or so-called meter usage without any plan. In Claude Code case, I'm using their Anthropic Claude Pro plan for $20 also, if I remember correctly, or $19, roughly similar, which gives me the unlimited Claude 4 Sonnet usage with just 5-hour window, 5-hour limit of one session. I haven't reached that limit myself yet, but I have a separate tool, and I will link that in the description below, called CC Usage, which shows my current session, like remaining time 3 hours, and also shows rough cost of that session by token, so $1.18, which is relatively similar what I will pay for Cursor usage for the same tasks for 3 attempts. Now let's try another test with the same project. Will Claude Code and Cursor find a bug? Without the direct context, just from feedback by user. So I initially introduced a bug directly, intentionally. So when adding a tag that already exists, there's unique constraint on the database level in the migration, but there's no unique validation in controller or form request, which results in this. When app debug is false, your users will see server error without any context. And if you don't use any software like Bugsnag, Sentry, or Laravel Nightwatch, you will not have enough context. The user will just email you like, I'm getting server error, help me. So let's try to ask AI for help. So here's the prompt to Cursor. In a human language, I describe the error, I describe that I don't have more information, and as a context, I provide controller and form request. Let's see if it will figure that out. So it examines the migration and the model, and also edit request, which may be related, although I didn't put that into the context. And the fix is suggested with adding unique. So yes, it did succeed with finding a bug and explaining that issue. But there we go, we have linter error, and this is what Cursor does sometimes, trying to fix itself in a few loops. Again, one more linter error, but sometimes it skips fixing that, so it may take more time and more AI tokens, more usage of your credits if you're not on the plan. So yeah, it then decides to put those validation rules like this in separate lines, and now it is perfect. And yeah, changes made. But interestingly, for create tag request, this is good, but for edit, of course, it is a longer line, but specifically different. So yeah, this was Cursor. Let's reject all. And by the way, from user experience in Claude Code, it's not so easy to reject the changes. You need to either use Git, or there's a specific tool called CC Undo, unofficial third-party tool. But in Cursor, to repeat the same with Claude Code, we just can click reject all. And now I've launched Claude, again bypassing the permissions in YOLO mode. And this is the prompt, the same context, and let's see what Claude Code comes up with. To-do list, which is not that visible. Cursor actually has that feature of to-do list, but it's pretty random. Sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. So the check was pretty fast. Identify the error, and yeah, the same solution, the same unique in create tag request, and yeah, fixed. Quicker actually, but do you notice it has fixed only the create tag request, specifically the one that I asked for, but Cursor did one step further and fixed also the edit validation. So this is another case where Cursor did run the test automatically and also fixed this thing automatically without me asking. So from that point of view, it seems like Cursor has internal prompts, system prompts, or internal LLMs maybe. Not sure which layer does that, but it also adds kind of additional things that may help. Claude Code, at least in my testing, is more straight to the point. What I asked, it's doing just that and not more. Not sure if it's good or bad, But if we judge from the criteria again, has it done the job? Both Claude Code and Cursor have fixed the bug. The final thing to discuss here is the cost. So in Cursor, I refresh my dashboard, and above 26 cents, we should see 25 cents. So the fix of that bug was 25 cents. And in case of Claude Code, if I open that CC usage, the cost is 129, which was 118 from what I remember. So the cost is, or would be actually, 11 cents. But that makes sense again because Claude Code didn't fix the edit request validation, only the create one. So generally, what conclusions can we make from this comparison on a few tasks? Both tools are good enough at generating the code or fixing the bugs, at least for this simple scenario. And they have pros and cons of how they do that. So for example, Cursor may go into some fixing loop and cost more money or take more time, but also sometimes it goes the extra mile to ensure that the tests are correct or to fix something related to your prompt. Claude Code, what I liked about it is those to-do lists and also fewer comments. Actually, it's easier to read here, whereas Cursor seemed to be writing more text, the wall of text. But in terms of quality, it's roughly similar. Since, again, under the hood, I'm using the same Sonnet 4 model, probably the biggest criteria if you're choosing between Claude Code and Cursor in July 2025 is the price. And this is the number one reason why people are leaving Cursor in favor of Claude Code, because two things happened. Cursor have changed their pricing, and instead of 500 requests, or they were playing around with other models, now they have roughly $20 of usage with the API cost, or roughly that. And from then, you're paying from your own pocket for each request. And also, second price change happened from Anthropic side. They added Claude Code in that Pro plan, which is $17. With that, you don't get access to Opus model, which is more powerful, but for everyday use, Sonnet is really good. The only downside is so-called 5-hour window that I mentioned, but that probably means that you're getting so much value out of it that it makes sense to go to max plan for $100 a month. What do you guys think about this comparison at the end of July 2025? Of course, it will change in a month or even earlier, so I will keep shooting similar or different comparison between the tools and the models and the approaches. And if you want to get those, subscribe to one of my 2 channels now. So this channel is about Laravel Daily, but also recently I started a new channel, AI Coding Daily, where I will talk more about my AI experiments, not necessarily related to Laravel. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.